Here's the thing, I don't think that people do it on purpose. People are really excited about the baby and happy that you've had your baby. Everything is okay. So it seems. I don't think people mean to, but they do disregard the mom a lot of the time, and all the focus is just on this new baby. And I really think it's just due to excitement about having the baby. They're not intentionally trying to ignore your feelings. That doesn't make it okay. They're not intentionally trying to ignore you. I do believe it's society as well. You don't really see much out there, do you, about taking care of the mom or checking if the mom is okay or asking her about her experience. Like, we don't really see that. But what we do see is baby clothes, baby toys, get the nursery done, how are you feeding the baby, blankets, people coming to visit. Like, you'll see TV, movies, social media, society, like you'll see a lot of that, but you just don't see people taking care of the mom. So I do think that's also part of it. So it becomes a culture of focus on baby, mom's okay. And we also have the standard that society have set, saying healthy mom, healthy baby. And then it seems as though if you say those things, then everything else can just be ignored. But really what they're saying is alive mom, alive baby. And if those two things have happened, then everything else should just be ignored. And on this channel, we don't ignore that. If you're new here, hi, my name is Davina. And here at the C-section healing space, we talk about C-section recovery in all of its factors: emotional, physical, spiritual, and energetic. So because we have this narrative running of healthy mum, healthy baby, which we know actually means alive mum, alive baby, anything else outside of that makes a lot of people uncomfortable. It might even make you uncomfortable listening to me talk about how that there's more to it. Like, it might even make you uncomfortable because maybe you just don't know what to do with these feelings. But you'll know that it's true for you because you'll feel the words that I'm saying, that there's more to healing. You'll know if you're feeling any guilt or shame or blame or pain around your C-section recovery. If you feel like it's taking a long time emotionally and physically, you know that there is more to it. But there isn't really a space out there. It's not widely shared. So it can also feel a bit wrong to feel that way, because if all you ever see is mums being grateful, no matter what their experience is, I'm just grateful that me and baby are safe. Like, that's the classic one that we hear, yeah? That doesn't mean that that's not true. We are grateful that mum and baby are safe, but more than one thing can be true at one time. Mum and baby could be safe, alive, but mum can also be traumatized by her experience and she needs holding through that. That can also be true. It doesn't mean that you're a bad mom or a bad person. If this is your experience, it's just true. So again, I don't think your family and friends are purposely trying to make you feel invisible. I think that society is just not given everybody the tools on how to support a mom, whether she's feeling good or not, to be honest, just supporting mom. The narrative is always for the woman: sacrifice, endure, get on with it, move on. And so if you feel anything other than those things, that you don't want to move on, that you don't feel okay, it feels wrong, and then you wonder what to do with it. What do you then do with all of these feelings? And normally what happens is you'll shove them down because there isn't a space for you to put these feelings or share these feelings, these emotions, so you'll shove them down. And it is one of the reasons why women have the highest level of autoimmune disease, which the research has shown us that autoimmune disease is suppressed emotions, because that's what we're really good at, because society doesn't give us a space to share how we actually feel. So we shove it down. And then what happens is it manifests physically in our bodies, whether that will be pain in your scar, in your tummy, digestive issues, migraines, back pain, whatever it might be, physically, skin conditions, all kinds of things, or it will manifest in your behavior. So whether that be you are someone who just keeps everything in, you just feel like you can't be yourself and people pleasing, or it will show up in your behavior where you just blow up. Like, the smallest things happen, like maybe your kid does something or you spill a glass of water, and then your partner asks you for something and you just blow up. And then afterwards you think to yourself, not really sure why I acted like that, because it's not really that big of a deal, but it's just a manifestation of your suppressed emotions. And with that being said, we can't change anyone. We really can't change anybody else around us. All we can do is help ourselves in some ways in which you can start to do it slowly, looking after yourself. But when you do start looking after yourself and you do start putting yourself first and you do start caring about yourself, you will see that your environment and people around you will change. Because what will happen is you will start to have standards, you'll start to have boundaries, and then the environment will respond. So I know for a lot of us, we think that we need to change everybody else. Like my partner needs to do this, my mum needs to do this, work needs to give me this, my environment needs to look like this. And you try to change the outside things first. And if you've probably found it doesn't work, it doesn't stick. But what will stick is when you start looking after yourself first, when you start caring about yourself, you will see your outside change. So it's always an inside job first. It's always working with ourselves first, and you will see your environment, the people around you. You will see the things outside of you change. That's how this game works. Game of life. That's how it works. So the things that you can start to do, for the first one is just acknowledge how you feel. This might be the first time you've heard someone say it to you, but all of your feelings are absolutely valid. If you feel like your birth was challenging, difficult, traumatic, if you didn't feel supported, you felt scared, you wish that it didn't happen, you wish you had a different birth, you're grieving the birth that you didn't get to have, all of those things, all of those feelings, emotions are valid, and it's okay for you to feel that way. So acknowledge how you feel. This video is going to be quicker than I thought because it is starting to rain. So acknowledge how you feel. Write down what you need from your family around you. Tell them what you need. Accept help. I know it's a really big deal, but you need to be able to accept help and start putting in something for you that you can do each day, whatever it is. Whether it's you want to start drinking a glass of water, you want to go for a walk each day, you want to go to bed on time, you want to have a bath, you want a bit of quiet time, you want to meditate, you want to start to learn to meditate, you just want 5 minutes, whatever it might be, something that prioritizes you, that's just for you. That's not for anybody else, but just for you. Give it some thought. Maybe you want to meditate on that question. Close your eyes. What's one thing that I'd like to do for myself each day that's just for me and nobody else? Get quiet, 5 minutes, see what comes up for you, and then do that thing. So you're just going to start small. But I promise you, these small steps add up. You will start behaving differently. You will start having boundaries about what you accept and don't when you start prioritizing yourself. And then what you will see is that you were never invisible. You are never invisible. You feel that way because you haven't prioritized yourself. So let this be the beginning of that. Let this be the start of you prioritizing yourself. Acknowledge how you feel. Write down what it is that you need from your friends or your family. Tell them what you need. Accept that help. Prioritize yourself with just one thing. Just try one thing for 7 days of this one thing I want to do for myself that's got nothing to do with anybody else. It's just for me. Just being in that frequency, that vibration alone, you are going to start to see things change around you. You will start to feel differently too in yourself. You'll start to feel that you're worth it, that you are valued, because you are. And if you like, share in the comments what your one thing that you will prioritize for the next 7 days is.